Hello and welcome to the Kayden Gordon Show, today's best country mix. And joining me right here today is Julia Still. Julia, how are you?
I'm doing great, Kayden.
That is so good to hear. Thank you so much for taking the time to come on the show today. We appreciate it.
It's my pleasure.
So why don't you start by telling everyone a little bit about you and how you got started on your musical journey?
Well, my name's Julia Still, and I'm from the mountains of southwestern Virginia. I kind of got started with this when I was about 18. I've sang since I was 2 years old, knee high to a grasshopper. I really got started songwriting and pursuing music when I was about 16 to 18 years old. Made my first demo CD, and from there, I got in touch with some great people that wanted to get this music on the road. So I'm ready to roll, and I can't wait to share my music with my fans. You'll hear a little bit of country, a little bit of rock, a little bit of pop. There's a little bit of everything. So,
Everybody's got a great taste there. They'll be able to hear anything that they're looking for with you, I suppose.
you might not like every one of my songs, but you're bound
Yeah.
to find something.
Totally, totally. So, is there something that you most enjoy about it and doing music and recording and all that, Julia?
I love watching a song idea that was born, just driving around or at my house,
Hmm.
my basement, because, I like to pace. So my basement has some good pacing room, when I'm writing my songs. And I love going and taking that song to folks that have musical talent and seeing what we all come up with, just collaborating with other artists. It's always fun to, you know, see other people's take on your music and see the finished product. It's like, man, my music baby's alive. It's out there.
That is just the best feeling, having the music out there and especially with people liking it too. That's the best part too.
Oh yeah, for sure. I love it when people can resonate with my songs because I most of what I write is from my personal experience or the experience of
Hmm.
people I've seen or observed, and I got a lot of feeling in most of my songs. It's a lot of emotion and kind of ruminating on how something made me feel or the pain or the joy or just whatever it is about life. And when people resonate with that and they can feel through that too, it's very rewarding.
Definitely. So, Julia, if you could choose any singer to do a duet or collaboration with or anything like that, who would you choose and why?
Reba McEntire because
Mm.
she has so much sass and so much depth to her vocals. And, I know you're probably familiar with the song Fancy.
Yes.
That's one of my
Love that
favorite
song.
songs. And her just ability to convey the emotion while maintaining, the
Hmm.
lyrics. And you can understand every single line, every single moment, every single emotion, and it's never lost in the song with her. And I just think she's awesome. She's a cool person.
Definitely. I think that she is a really cool person and definitely a great person to do a duet with for sure. So, Julia, do you have any advice to those who might want to start singing, performing, but doesn't really know how to get their foot in the door?
Well, the first thing you need to do is begin to discover your sound. I feel like a lot of artists go wrong when they emulate someone to a T and they lose their own sound in that
Hmm.
moment. And don't try to be somebody else because somebody else is already out there. You find your sound, your music, and definitely study the greats and study people who've done well. And find your sound from that because everybody's got a different experience and you can put
Hmm.
your experience into that and make something happen and write because it may not be the best song on the planet when you're first starting out, but you'll get better and you'll find your own music and your own stuff and it'll be awesome.
Do you have any new singles or any upcoming projects that you want to tell us a little bit about, Julia?
Well, we're working on some things, keeping it on the DL for now, but I can tell you there is definitely more to come and I cannot wait to share.
What do
And
you?
oh,
Oh,
sorry.
go ahead.
Well, right now, my single that's out right now for people to listen to that I'm super excited about is "Ain't Made Weak." I wrote it about 10 years ago, and the people in my area were having a hard time. The coal mines were laying people off, and there was for sale signs and trucks all over town, all over the county. And so I wrote that song as basically you know, resilience. Even when you're in tough times, you're going through it, emotional, financial, physical pain, you ain't made weak. You can do it.
Definitely. That is so true, you know. That is very, very true. So, what do you like doing outside of music, Julia? Do you have any hobbies?
I love to go running,
Mhm.
and a lot of times I like running the trails and stuff. But man, I did a half marathon with my 67-year-old father, and we were told, it's a half marathon. It's
Mhm.
gonna be 13.1 miles. That thing was a torture trek through mountains. We had to climb rocks, ford rivers. I was like, whoo, I can't, I'm not just running 13.1
Mm.
miles. I'm climbing a mountain. What is going on? So, I do love long distance running, but you gotta be careful when you sign up for stuff because you never know what you're gonna get.
And that's the same thing for music too, you know, you don't want to, for an example, sign a contract or anything and go too fast in it too. So that kind of resemblance from like, a marathon to this, it connects. It really does.
Oh yeah. And music, especially in this industry, just it takes time. I mean, you grow and you learn. Don't give up, but you find your niche, and sometimes it's not always where you thought it would be.
Yeah, you never know. So Julia, where do you see yourself in the next 5 to 10 years? Where do you see yourself?
Well, I'd love to have, at least a couple albums out. I'd love to be out touring and, finding my fans and co-writing with more people and making more music. Because, I've always been told if you love what you do, you'll never work a day in your life. And I figured out that if you can lose sleep or skip meals for something because you love it so much, that's what you need to be doing.
That is so true because that's the same thing with music, entertainment, really specifically entertainment. But, if you're gonna be committed to it because that is a long haul.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Hmm. If you could go open a show for any artist, who would you choose and why, Julia?
Ooh, it would be Eric Church because his music, like, there's something about the way his words fall into place with the melody that he has. I'm a writer myself, and so when I hear just a melody that doesn't feel forced or it doesn't feel difficult, it's easy and it just flows. Like I just love to be there to open for him because I love to hear it. Yeah, because got some awesome lyrics in there.
If someone was to write a song about you or something that's happened in your life, what do you think that they would write about?
Hmm. Probably where I'm from. Just it's a part of the world that, is getting smaller and smaller. There's fewer and fewer towns
Mm.
like it. It's you know, where the coal mines were, you still got coal towns and stuff out and around where I'm at with little coal camps, a house that
Hmm.
looks identical for a whole row and but if it was specifically about me, I don't know, something about being blonde. I don't know. Don't know too much. Because I'm, you know, I see myself as pretty normal, pretty boring, but I got interesting relatives. So
Where can people find you on social media, Julia, if they want to keep up with what you're doing?
you can find me at the Julia Still on Instagram, TikTok, Julia Still on Facebook. I've got my Facebook page on there. I do have a Twitter, the Julia Still. I'm not too active on it, but mainly Instagram and Facebook. So,
Do you have a message to those who might be watching, listening to this, Julia?
hey, nice to meet you. I'm so happy to, get to talk with you all, get to share a little bit about who I am. And I would love if you go check out my music because it's a little piece of me. So if you like me in this interview and think I might be interested, then definitely check out my songs. So
If there was one place out of everywhere that there is to perform, where would you choose to perform and why?
Oh, buddy, mine's kind of weird. And sadly, I don't even know the name of it. There's this cave out in Kentucky, and it's got like these crazy acoustics because the way the cave is shaped.
Hmm.
And they said that you just go in there with just vocals and a guitar, and the sound resonates all around. And it'd be awesome to play at some big places and meet some big fans, but uh, you know, to be in touch with nature and to hear sound in such a pure form, man, that's kind of every artist's dream, is to get to hear that pure sound.
Most definitely, and I think that's really cool. I don't know it exactly, but I've never heard of that, so I should definitely check it out and see if we can do some research on it and then let
Oh
people
yeah,
know about it.
oh yeah, because it's pretty cool. There's one up towards, I think it's Whitesburg, Kentucky, um, or Jenkins. So I've been over there several times. Um, Used to do a play over there called Little Shepherd of Kingdom Come.
What was that play about, if you don't mind me asking?
It was about the Civil War and about a family of, there were several women and dealing with their men being gone, and
Hmm.
you know helping the wounded soldiers, and just what Kentucky looked like during the Civil War. Because you had people from all sides there, different
Hmm.
families, brother against brother, that kind of story.
Hmm. Very interesting.
Okay, I think it's called the Caverns. Is the music venue? I think the Caverns.
Okay. That sounds familiar. It really does. For sure. Well, Julia, is there anything that I forgot to mention that you would like to mention today before we go?
Well, Eight Made Week is on all streaming platforms right now: Spotify, Apple Music, Pandora, all the fun stuff. Amazon Music, if you get it from there. And uh, radio should be, we're working on radio, getting it out there. So just trying to see if somebody wants to check it out.
It's slowly getting out there, that's for sure.
Hey, it's with any new single, man, it takes time because you're
Oh,
a
absolutely.
new face. They're like, who's this person? I don't know them yet. So I gotta I guess get to know get to know people. So
And that's the thing about independent too, that's awesome. We get to meet so many people that we never would have known if it wasn't for like, all the social media and stuff like that. So,
oh yeah, social media is key because you
hmm.
never know who you're gonna meet. I
No.
always try to be encouraging when I see other artists on there because they're doing the same thing I'm doing. And I saw some young girl on there, and she was down on herself because she had some people uh,
Hmm.
just being catty and mean to her. And
Yeah,
I told her, I said, my Aunt Dolly taught me that you only answer to what you want to be called, because nothing will stick if you don't let it. So don't worry about what other people think. If it's bad, you just keep doing you and keep moving forward. That's all you can do.
that's true. You can't really focus on other people's negativity because if you do, then it's going to bring you down and then it's going to bring your career down and then it's just not even worth it.
It's not. Just keep doing you, because everybody's gonna have an opinion. You're gonna have people like you, don't like you, but you're not here for the people that don't like you. You want to find your fans. You want to find the people that do want to hear your music, because I mean they're out there.
I agree 1000% with that. Well, Julia, thank you so much for taking the time to come on the Kayden Gordon Show today's Best Country Mix. We sure do appreciate your time today.
I appreciate you all, and I look forward to seeing you all in the future.